Hey everybody, so we're back with the last video for chapter 10. We are doing problems 176 to 178. Homework is 183 to 188 and 192. First, note that this is a little bit different from the stamp sheet. 192, so I took off 189 and I replaced it with 192 because it gives you a little more practice on today's lesson. For 176 and 177, I actually want you to watch a video. It's kind of weird. It's like a video and a video. This video is titled, What is E? I just wanted to let you know I show this every year for these problems. This is not a special distance learning thing. I really like this video. There's no way that I could explain what E is better than this video does. And you can watch it as many times as you want, kind of like these, which is nice. For 178, the one problem that we're going to actually do in this classwork is notes for compound interest. So there are two, and watch this video first please, and then come back and do these notes. There are two different types of compound interest. First is compounding time periods. And that is compounding daily, yearly, weekly, quarterly, monthly. And the other is compounding continuously. Okay, and this one has to do with E, as you learned in the video. Okay, so each one of these has a formula. I'm going to write out the formula kind of big, and then I'm going to make arrows to each piece to show what they are. So time periods is A equals P 1 plus R over N to the NT. Okay, and what this means, A is the new amount you have, so usually money, almost every time money, so your new amount of money. P stands for principal, which is your initial amount. But in banking, that's called the principal, so that's why this is called P, and this is amount, so amount equals principal. This is actually just a 1, it's not an I or anything, that's a 1. This is R, and this is your rate percent as a decimal. So 6% rate would be 0.06, 5% rate would be 0.05. N is the same number for both ends, and it's the number of times compounded per year. And T is time, which is number of years. Okay, that looks pretty. Alright, so now compounding continuously's formula is a little bit easier. A equals P E to the RT. And people call this PERT. And let me show you where E is on the calculator in a moment. So this is the same new amount. This is your principal, which is the initial amount. E is a number, so that's the E that you learned about in the video, which is like 2.7 blah blah blah. R is rate percent as a decimal, and T is number of years. Okay, so we're going to do an example, which is the problem 10-178A. So we have Tabitha, she's investing $10,000 at 3% interest compounding quarterly versus compounding continuously. Okay, so we're going to see what happens, how much more money that she will get by having a compounding continuously situation, because this is always the highest, and how much she would get by compounding quarterly. Okay, so first we're going to do quarterly here. We're just going to line it up straight underneath the formula, and this is continuously. Okay, and we're going to take these things in here, for 10 years. It's kind of necessary. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to plug these values in to the equation, and then I'll show you about order of operations. So A equals, so new amount equals, principal is the initial amount, so she's investing $10,000, 1 plus, R is rate percent as a decimal, okay, so 0.03 over number of times compounded per year. Okay, quarterly, quarter, there's 4 quarters in a year, so that's 4 times per year. And then this 4 is also end there for 10 years. Okay, let me show you how I do this in a calculator. 10,000, 1 plus 0.03 divided by 4 to the 4 times 10. And so after 10 years, she would have $13,483.49. For money, you always run around to the hundreds place because that is the penny. So this is 486, so I'm going to do 49 cents. Okay, now here's continuously. A equals, P is principal, that's the same as the previous problem, $10,000. E to the R is 0.033% times 10 years. Okay, the E button is located down here above the LN. My thing will focus. Come on. Okay, so you see log, we've been using that, and 10 to the x is its inverse. So now you have natural log, and e to the x is its inverse. So 10,000, and then do second ln to get e to the, come on guy, there we go. Okay, and then for 0.03 times 10 in that exponent, $13,498 and 59 cents. Okay, so we're gonna take, just for, they didn't ask for this, but I'm gonna take this minus this. So she gets about $15 more at the end of 10 years with compounding quarterly, continuously versus quarterly. So it's not a huge deal, but still more money. And everybody wants more money. Okay, so that's what you need to know about E and compound interest. And I will see you guys next week. Bye.